everybody, and welcome back to the Smart Poker YouTube channel and another episode of Humpdazed number 56. Welcome, everybody. Hope your Wednesday is going swell. And I'm here with Smart Poker, of course. He's the helm of the ship. And
cheers, everybody. I am getting the invite link as we speak. And I know we're going to have a lot of questions about our plans. So let's get right into that once we're done.
Are we going to get right into the meat and potatoes of our sad little garden?
Yeah. Everybody's going to want to know what's up. Let's see here. They're looking sad and busted. Yeah. Cheers, everybody. What else did we want to get into here? There's the link.
If you have a garden to show or you just want to come on and hang out, click the link. I want to say to everybody in chat, Haas Farms, Weed Nerd, DWC, Artman, Seed Person, Kingfisher. It's good to have all of these guys in here with us on a Humpdazed. And I want to welcome Artman to the show. How are you doing today?
I'm doing pretty good. How's it going?
Oh, it's going. It's going.
Just getting things arranged.
I'm sorry, go ahead.
I said just getting things arranged, that's all.
Oh, well, your plants look nice and bright. Look at ours, Art, man. They took a turn for the worse all this last
week. No. Droopy.
Bad.
That one in front there looks like
kale sure looks like it. I told Smart, I don't know if it'll even make it.
Girl look like she dead.
Oh man.
Now,
what's your theory?
You know what? I was going to go over that here real quick with you guys because I've been paying.
Okay. Absolutely.
Last week, we did the pot ups and shit last week. Everything went great. They were growing like vigorous, they were doing good. For days after pot up, they were fine and they were going good. And then we hit a couple of wet days. And because I have the right beside that,
it's a big tent right beside it.
The flowering auto flowers.
Our sticky dickies are in there.
We're having trouble with that tent in the RH. So to control that tent in the RH, these plants ended up suffering some dry and cold. So because I was running my AC on dry, the way I could keep up. So anyhow, that's when I started noticing problems, was after about 3 days of being cold and dry. Now, that being said, we got back on track here the last 2 days, and I'm not seeing any improvement. The runoff is perfect. The environment's back to being fucking 79 and 54 and 81 and 54, and they just don't seem to want to come around, man. I'm trying to figure it out. The runoff's good, and I just don't know. And we've been busy, man. Now, every other thing in our life is going magnificent right now. I got other good news to share with people. But this, we haven't had time to really, I had time to rinse them down to check the EC and shit, but I don't know what the hell is going on with them, man. They're all suffering it, so I'm assuming it's.
And like Smart said, we've had our parameters in check for the last couple of days, maybe two to 3 days they've been, but they still haven't.
And I know what you're saying to yourself out there. This can't be happening this Smart and Crispy. They're the best growers ever. They always have perfect grows running through their tent. Well, we wanted to make sure that we put the camera in front of there to show everybody that the shit hit the fan for us. These are photos, so we can actually.
Let's not fool ourselves. They all have seen our problems before.
It sounded good, right?
Been so, because they're in the past, don't make them non-existent.
Hey, it sounded good, didn't it?
It did.
Hey, and so they. Yeah, man, I don't know. We'll try to get them back on track here. Like I said, they're photos, so we can veg them a little longer. And I'm definitely open to somebody's suggestion. Maybe there's something I'm missing here. I don't know. But yeah, it looks
the
like
light is good. We have it about good. 500 people is the.
And they only take
densities.
Yeah, they only take let's see here. I can tell you this. I gave each one of them 15 ounces and they ran off hard. So I gave them that twice, which I consider damn near a flush, but when they're that small, we have the extra newts and shit. They're getting old. I was like, all right, let's use this and get them flushed. Now, when I say old, I'm saying 2-3 days. So that's where we're at. No excuses.
I wanted to welcome Seed Person 1 to the show. How are you doing?
Hi, Crispy. Hi, Smart. Hi, Artman. I see your
Hey,
plants
buddy.
there.
Yeah,
Uh,
there's
yeah,
bad.
I don't know if I caught what happened with your
Oh,
plants there. Was it
it's
a
not-
humidity thing or?
Yeah,
yeah.
well, temperature and humidity because of the other tent that we were growing with the sticky dickies. We were really having some RH issues, and the relative humidity was getting way too high in our flower tent. And we had to do something about that. We don't want to catch mold. So we put it
Yeah, like I did. Holy shit.
yeah, we had to.
Exactly.
We were 60,
Tragic.
68,
If
70.
anybody out there thinks that they got their environment in check, go look at my Instagram and then double check your shit, please.
Oh, yeah.
Yeah.
We flushed a lot of buds, man. And
Oh, I went through that shit.
you know what? Hey,
That
what's up?
environment shit. What's up, brother?
Yeah,
What's
that
up, CT?
environment can be a bitch
Hey,
sometimes.
CT.
Hey, brother.
It's
How's
tough.
everybody doing?
Hey, environment is tough. It is.
No, it is. And you know what? I'm telling you guys right now, I'm gonna drop it, but I bought fucking 6 sensors. I got 3 push sensors, which are supposed to be 0.5 of a degree plus or minus on point, right? None of them are on point. None of them. Not one of them are
They're
on
like,
point.
if
Not
you're
one of the
putting them,
Gobes are on point. The Inkbird's not on point. It's like really hard to get it on point.
Is the
Without-
shit calibrated, man?
or is it just your environment is like really hard and you can't hit your parameters?
I think it's something to do with the light
Well, it
on
doesn't
all the
look like-
sensors.
Well, I wanted to mention in the chat real quick because I don't want to think I overlooked it. I should mention I did up the EC. We were running about around a 6.65. Now I ended up because they were running off at the same that they were going on. So I upped it all the way to an 8, and now we ran on in a 1. And I was just trying to see because I thought the same thing.
Maybe
Maybe
wondered too if they were a little deficient and smart. We got on that pretty much right away.
right away. And plus, in the colder, chillier temperatures, they're gonna require a
That
little
happened to
bit.
my sticky dicky too, right after I transplanted it.
Well, now the sticky
That-
dicky is a different story. I'll get on my phone later after everybody's done, and I can show the sticky dicky tent, and it's actually doing really well. We had to take some more growth tips off.
I mean, you can't see it, but there's a tray in that tent under that white bucket that is full of biomass we're trying to dry out so that we can spread it out in our yard. We like to dry it out and then crunch it down so it's like mixing basil in our grass. It just blends right in.
Yeah, we'll
in
put it right
the
in there.
garden and stuff.
You guys are amazing.
Or the compost.
So we can't really
But right now, that tent being as dry as it is, it works perfect to try and help you add humidity to dry it out. Because if you have that tray sitting outside of a tent, it'll smooth the whole friggin' neighborhood up. And you have to have it in the tent so it gets drawn through the carbon filter. What else did I want to go over? I guess I better shut the hell up, see what these guys have.
Yeah, well, what's going on, Art Man? That's your you have your clone of
I just have a couple. These are just a couple small plants. I'll give you a close up. It's the this is the one on the left is the New England rock candy, and the one on the right. Oh, there we go. New England rock candy, and she's really dense. She's got a lot of nodes, tight nodes.
Yeah.
And then the Flow OG clone, and of course that one's just going to explode in about a week. It'll be taller than this one probably. So.
And I am going to foliar spray Iceni. Thank you, buddy. I'm on it. I haven't had time. Yeah, those look great, dude.
Oh yeah, they do.
And
the girls in flower are doing real good. Of course, you saw if you probably saw my video on Instagram of the Amy. It's just a beast.
Is beastly, man.
She's a beast.
I saw your dry ice hash video too, man.
Yeah, that was pretty cool.
Oh yeah, I got a little bit of that. I'm going to smoke on in a little while. The rainbow butter variety. So that should be cool too.
Yeah.
That's what I got. That's what I got going out here.
No doubt.
Everything's going good in the flower tent. Sunday will be good.
Right on, man.
Oh yeah, I put your YouTube link in so people can check out that video.
Yeah, he's making a hash with this dry ice and this
Yeah,
reciprocating salt and shit. It's pretty badass.
Yeah, it's not exactly a self-respecting hash man would never use it. It's violent.
cool.
It
You know?
gets a lot of keef, but it's not. I wouldn't recommend it to. If you want if you want the best, do the bubble hash. It's quality,
Yeah.
really good. Now the stuff I'm going to do will burn on a pin though. That's what I'm going for this time. So,
Who had the environment video up?
an environment video.
Yeah, somebody
I don't
said
know about
something to
that.
check out their video.
Oh no,
Oh, that was my post.
Yeah.
I got botrytis. I
that-
got some bud rot on my alien OG, and all the other plants are fine, but that one was, yeah, it was in pretty much every bud.
Wow, sorry to hear that.
Yeah, thank you.
So,
The first time ever, my first one. So
I'm bad.
I got my,
humidity right now for sure too.
yeah, I got it. It's down as much as I can get it, but I'm still stressed every day. I go open the tent up.
And then I
see
throw a
all this shit.
dehumidifier in the tent.
That's
even
what I
in
did.
the
I put a
lung
little
room.
one in there.
It
I
didn't
got
work.
one in the
so
lung room. Yeah.
I put one in the tent and then
Same.
it overheated the tent.
That was also an issue I had. Yeah, I have this
Mhm.
little one I got on Amazon. I showed around 8:30 tonight, but yeah, then the temperature jumps.
Yeah, because at nighttime I had it on, and then the degrees need to drop, but they weren't dropping because it's letting out heat.
Right.
Oh,
I
so,
share your problem. So
yeah,
absolutely.
I think you're my neighbor, right? You're
If
East
my
Coast,
air
right?
conditioner would kick on, it'd be better. But
I got my AC so rigged up that I got a duct tape to it going into the living room. You would think I was insane. I'll show you when I get to the house. It's nuts. Trying to control it in the summer was no joke. They weren't lying. It's hard.
I'm an idiot for starting this up. I knew it was going to be tough, but I never realized that I was going to have to deal with this. But
They're gonna bounce back.
Things will get a little easier, I think, controlling that room when we're down to just that one tent.
Oh yeah.
Once we get the spring autoflower challenge harvested, then we'll have a little bit of a reprieve, I hope. But we're gonna need it
You
at that
will.
time because we're gonna be into June and end of July, and that gets really hot.
So I have something that I wanted to tell everybody. It's a little bit on the personal side and doesn't have anything to do with growing, but it's really important to me, and it's something that I've been on cloud nine for here for the last little while. So a lot of you guys and girls might know that I had a past with drugs and alcohol, going to prison, and heroin was my drug of choice. I was an intravenous drug user for a long time. Lucky me, I'm still here today to talk about it clean, and I don't have any urges like I used to, which I thank God for every day. But I have an older brother who I introduced to heroin years ago, and he ended up taking a bad turn. And for the last 20 years, it's just been a rough road for him. And we've had our ups and downs trying to help him. And the last time I talked to him, probably about a year or so ago, I was probably his 15th, 20th time in rehab. And I told him, next time you come to me, you got to have time in, man, or I'm not going to believe you anymore. I think I said like 6 months or something, just kind of in anger. It was about a month ago. He called me and he was telling me that he was clean and that he had 5 months clean. And he said, this is the first time I've had 5 months clean since I was 18. This is my older brother. And when he says clean, he pretty much means like Xanax, drinking, all the hard shit. And so I kind of like re-met my brother now in this last month. I hired him on as in our company. He's doing really good. I paid him money. He shows up Monday with money, and it's kind of weird that you have to be like that. But I don't talk about him much because of the way he's been living. But it feels good to have him back.
That's awesome.
Yeah,
that's awesome, man.
This last
That's really awesome.
That's tear jerking, man.
Yeah,
That's awesome, bro.
he's let me down so many times. I didn't even want to mention it on our shows until I had like a month with him. But now I'm seeing that he's coming to my house. He's hanging out, eating dinner with us. He's getting a car this weekend. He's got like an apartment to look at next week. And like I said,
No, I've come at a better time because we were having some, issues with other family members, and like we were having a bad time where we needed some good news, and it came through, and it's been awesome ever since.
and to watch him sit down at my table
That's amazing.
yeah, and just eat a massive dinner and shit. Like I'm looking at a guy that I haven't known to be straight since, pretty much out of high school. And it's
And they
like,
won't change until they're ready, I'm glad that he woke up and he's ready to be clean,
Yeah.
man.
and I hope
Because
he sticks with it because I know 6 months.
he will. He
Yeah, I
will.
think
You just got to stay by his side and keep pushing him, man, because we need that support system. Like, you're recovering as well. So support
Yep.
system is number one, man.
it is. People
that's
play
a fact.
something big, man.
I'm recovering as well,
Fantastic.
and you got a whole
Me
team
too.
here.
Yeah, I
Apparently.
got a whole team.
Yep.
I don't play
So
around.
that's amazing, dude. I'm really
Yeah,
happy for you, Swamp.
Yeah,
Yeah, really.
it's wonderful. And then the other day I had my last nephew out of a pack of 4, I guess 5 or whatever. They're all he was the last one to graduate. And he came to me, he's like, I need some summer work. And I just got this really big job, another really big job the other day. And it's got a whole bunch of grunt work of like scraping paint and shit. So I'm gonna be able to work this kid's ass off all summer. My sister's so happy.
Hell yeah.
He's got his
Excellent.
life. He doesn't really know what he's doing for college and shit. So she's like, get him out there and work his ass so he doesn't want to, and
Sit on the couch.
I told him, don't go to college, start your own business now.
Yeah, no college.
Start 3 of them. Or I told him, go
Yeah.
to college for something
But
that you want to do and
You
start.
could have 5 businesses.
Yeah. Go into debt
It's
now.
just,
But anyhow, those are
No,
some
that's
things
awesome, bro.
going on. Yeah.
Wow.
Yep.
That's really great.
Business is expanding, and we're looking forward to like maybe, it's just been great, man. And
Not sure what everybody believes in, but the Almighty will always provide for you, whether it be
Yeah.
whatever it is that is your Almighty, it will provide for you.
that's it, man. You got to stay hungry, right? Stay hungry and keep hustling every day, and
That's
get
right.
up, go to bed late. But someday, hopefully we can have something to pass on or something. You can finally
Just remember where you came from, stay humbled, and
Yeah.
everything will fall into place.
But those are some of the things that's been really keeping me up. And with all that going on with bidding jobs and doing material and trying to, get all this stuff done and paperwork and these shows and growing and everything, some things like the grow, I've only been getting in there once a day, maybe twice a day. And it's just been tough. And my poor wife, I run her ragged with, I leave in the morning and there's a list of shit here that I ask her to do. And I text her more whenever I get to work. I forgot to write this on the list. And, so it's like, we're both busy, man. And it can be a lot,
Like I told you before, man, you're lucky to have Crispy just as I am lucky to have my wife, because they don't come this way no more, man.
No,
But it's tough when neither one of us can get in that room. Then what do you do?
yeah,
You know?
it suffers. And then I know they're sitting at home sick. I'm like, man, if I could be farting them 3 or 4 times a day, they'd probably come back quicker. If I could get maybe some hydrogen peroxide, I don't know, maybe there's something wrong with their roots. It's happening to them all. So I'm thinking it might be a nutrient thing, or maybe I mixed a bad batch of newts or something.
That's what you said, but
I don't know, maybe I fucked the pH of it or something.
well, that's not saying a whole lot. I've said, well, we were both in there, but we get to bullshitting and one little thing can go wrong, but we try to pay attention. I don't think it was the new thing.
Maybe we
really
pH it to 5.1
No.
instead of 6.1 or so. It could be something stupid, you know what I mean? But I don't know. I always start to wonder, but
Now, someone mentioned in chat they look like they're overwatered, and they're right. We are in cocoa, and you can't overwater in cocoa, but
we got
maybe
plenty.
the cold and everything did it. Because I was wondering, do we have water that's in there that's like hypoxic that's been in there? And we flushed them and left them dry back, and like.
I was gonna say, did you start in a pea pellet?
Yeah.
Yeah, so I feel like that was a big issue of mine, but I did start in a way bigger pea pellet than I was supposed to. But I think that had a big impact on the watering getting out of there.
Well, see, we
What's
just
that?
grew a whole grow in these same exact pots with the same
With same-
exact batch of cocoa.
Yeah, and
You know what I
never
mean?
got trouble. Like,
Never had a
when
problem.
had those pots that the substrate was still nice and moist. So that cation exchange did not,
And trust me,
it's still good. It never dried out. So, and
something,
they were fine in the peak. And we transplanted them into the solo cups. They did great. And we transplanted into these pots. They did fabulous. And then we got those issues with cold and dry in that tent because of the other tent. And it just really, I mean, just a couple of days, it was like that, just so we could get control of the other one.
I think
and
we
it
shocked the
really-
roots, man. I think we
It
did something
seems
like
like
that.
it.
I don't
It seems
know.
like it. I mean, like, what do you think the coldest it got in that tent was like, what, 63,
63,
60,
64.
64, maybe the lowest. It didn't sit there very long, but it did get there, you know?
Off and on for.
That's a scary one.
But what's even scarier is looking at the other tent. And it is 65 degrees and 66% humidity. That's
Yeah,
when, oh
that's
my
scary too.
gosh, we got to get in there. We got to do something. It doesn't matter about the other tent because for the longest time, man, that tent cruised on 80 degrees and about 56% humidity to 65% humidity was its range. It stayed there for a long time.
I want to say tell Operation Annihilation. I said the same thing. I yelled it from the shower today when I was taking a shower. I said, babe, we need to check our pH pen. But then it dawned on me that the other tent is getting nutrients checked with the same pH pen and they're doing fantastic. So it just like, what do you think if it was that far off? I don't know, maybe
But we
not.
are going to check
But I am
that.
gonna- I'm just going to calibrate it straight up, just recalibrate it, put new batteries in it, and make sure all is good. Because
We've gotten caught with that before, where our plants were messed up. We didn't really know. Everything else was in check. We just was like, yeah, let's check it. And we checked our pH pen against another one that wasn't calibrated.
we dumped it in
correctly.
7 solution.
And
It
it
was like
was-
5.9 or something.
And I'm
I
like,
remember
right
that.
there's our problem. We have like, who knows what pH we're putting that water on.
The other plants probably just got so used to it. They're thriving with it.
Well, this has happened to us in the past where it was just the one, one tent running, and that happened to be the cause because, and then we corrected. We saw corrections within days. They bounced right back.
Well,
But humidity
anyhow,
was such an issue, huh?
yeah, we'll get them on track. I don't want to be negative, talk about this shit.
We lose time.
It is what it is. We'll get them back. We'll get them back on track. The only thing that sucks is I hate wasting light and I hate wasting nutrients, even if it is a little bit.
Right, you'll never get it back.
Well, they are photos though, so
What's
So at least
that?
you got that.
Oh yeah, we'll get them back, right?
Yeah, and another thing is we already knew going into this grow that we were probably going to have some environmental issues because of the time of year we're growing. We know better. We know better than to do this, but we're doing it anyway.
And I
F it, right?
wanna-
Do we say in the flower tent to cut some of the leaves or no?
Oh, you know what? We did that. We did go into the
I'll
flower
show it to
tent.
them in a little
Yeah,
bit here.
we did. We took off a lot. Like Smart said, we have a tree
Yeah, I
back
had
there,
to too. I gave him a mean haircut because
and we weren't
Oh,
gonna
it's
do
not.
that, but there were so many like smaller bud sites like that weren't gonna make it.
I just chopped them off.
Yeah, we did.
I had to. I was like, I'm not ruining a whole crop over these.
Right?
Yeah,
Sorry.
that's
I'm sorry. They gotta go.
oh
I
yeah.
wanted to
But I'm
share.
so happy to hear about your brother, Smart man. Everything for those plants could be leaned over for all I care with that information you just gave.
Yeah, it's awesome news.
Honestly,
It's like that awesome news has just been carried like for a whole month. We've been like on cloud 9.
Just holding it in.
And it's just been like,
If you guys remember,
I've been amazed because I really, like, there had been so many times I worried about that man, and how he was doing without, him contacting us. And now to see him eating at my kitchen table and like really doing good and looking
and
good
he has life in his eyes
and,
again.
and,
shit.
not a
Wait.
zombie.
Yeah.
I'm like, wow. I have to pinch myself, man. Yeah, Bruce is up and coming arm.
What was I going? Oh, I wanted to go to
We
this.
have good news that we got mail today, and
Yeah, I'm sharing the screen here. This is what we got in the mail today. The American one sent us these.
Oh,
He sent us these Stacy's. Now this would be the third one.
Oh yeah.
I'm sharing it up there now. It takes a minute to hit the screen.
Sweet.
Yeah, he sent us the
Oh,
time. Blueberry. I don't know if he's in the chat, but yeah, he sent us the Amy Aces. What we won them on a show, and then he sent us the Violet Beauregard just out of the blue. And then now these ones, he told us the other day, hey, I sent those out. And
I'm so excited because, you know, that time wreck, what a cool name for a strain.
yeah.
You know, if you're just going by like names without description of what the plant is, like blueberry, whatever, you know, time wreck says it all. You know, you're gonna be smoke this, your time will be all wrecked.
Yeah, man. I wanted to make sure.
I think that'll be freaking awesome. I've been excited to try that. And we know the blueberry that's Violet Beauregard is cheesequake times with blueberry. And man, what a great strain it is.
That's what we're smoking right now.
And I'm just so excited for Cal's genetics to be in our tent. It's gonna be
I'm
freaking
sure
awesome.
the American should be like a radio host. This is like that radio host voice. I love it. He's like,
He's totally mellow. Love it. Hello,
Love it.
Collective Mary Jane. How are you doing tonight?
Cheers, everyone. I'm doing pretty good. I actually, I got a Violet back here. I got one of them down there. The two moms that I'm gonna do. I flipped all the clones. Got a bunch of stuff actually.
They look great, man.
Love
I
the
think it's been a
Prisoner
while since
Project.
we seen. Remember we saw
Yeah.
these? They were real little.
They were
in
very
different
small,
fonts and
yeah.
shit. Yeah.
This is the one that I didn't number, so I'm calling it number 3.
Nice.
That's the alien cookies from Night Owl that I ran for the first spring autoflower. This is the one I did a couple days later because I wasn't sure if I was on time with the first one. That one's already got the hairs like changing and everything, so it should only be a little bit of time. These are the other two Violet moms.
Nice.
That's 1 and 2, and I got these ones a lot more airy on the bottom.
They look nice and healthy, man.
These two are San Fernando Valley, the SFVOG from Family Tree Seeds.
That's a hot strain right now. It seems like a lot of people are running it and talking about it.
Yeah.
They look like nice fat buds on that too, man. They got chonkers.
Yeah, that's actually, these two are the San Fernando Valley. That one is Star Dog. I got that one from Philly. That one is, what was that? Dog Cookies I got from Greenpoint Seeds. She went a little dry today, so I just watered it today. Drooping hard.
Right on.
What else? This one's the Invader Zam from Night Owl.
Wow, she's pretty hefty.
Yeah, the Night Owl one's stacked, and so did the Gnome Automatics. Those are really good genetics.
if I'm not mistaken, I believe Night Owl is Mephisto's genetics.
It used to be Mandalorian, or no, that was Gnome.
Night Owl Daz used to work for Mephisto, and then went and started his own company. But I think they were able to take some of the seeds with them and worked that into their own series of strains, is how I understand it.
Yeah, you're probably right. I heard something along the lines of that.
Oh yeah, that sounds right.
I don't know. I don't know. I just know that Daz used to work for Mephisto, so, and then he went and started Night Owl. So I'm assuming that there was some sort of seed plant thing going on there. But anyways, what's up, CMJ?
What up,
I haven't seen you for a while.
Seed person, man. I miss you, buddy. I was checking out your stuff. I feel like we all grow a lot of the same stuff. I got the New England rock candy. I feel like everyone's going growing the violet.
I got the New England
Yeah,
rock
need some of
candy
those.
and the Amy, but not the violet. Still waiting for that one.
I didn't do the Amy yet, but I got the violets. And then the New England rock candy. I did one of those. What else? These two are grape fun dip. That I'm looking forward to because I smelled the one and it definitely smelled like grape fun dip.
Oh, that's awesome. That is so cool. Wow, what we got going on here?
Everything's getting cloned. These are I believe these are two. No, that's the number ones for the clones of Amy. No, I'm sorry, the violet. These are the number twos. These are all the numbers I wasn't sure about, so I just did extra clones. I'm giving a couple of these out for free to work people.
Oh, that's awesome. Awesome grow me right there.
Oh yeah. These are what is this? Oh, $2 Royal OG times 88 hash plant G13. I'm trying to do another hash run this winter because last winter I skipped one and I miss hash.
Yeah, I miss hash too. I mean, we don't have very much left, and I'd like to do
I've been hoarding it because we don't have much, and I'd like to be
this
able to
coming
smoke it.
winter. We're running. We got to get bags. That's the one thing we don't have bags. We got to order bags.
Plus, we lost all of our Amy Aces and Matanuska Thunder trim that was in the freezer that broke and ended up just everything in it was ruined. It was warm.
Oh.
That was a hurt piece.
Totally
too.
dry. It
That
was-
sucks.
We lost hundreds
I had
of
my
dollars.
wedding day bouquet there.
I had
too.
steaks,
Oh man.
steaks, bacon, ham slices, all kind of good meat. Shit, dude, we had so much different stuff, and it all went down. Plus hundreds of dollars, more than the damn freezer was worth. That's what I get for buying an off-brand freezer from Sam's Club.
Yeah, that's the like if it. Yeah,
I learned my lesson.
we
man.
knew better. You get like the top brand. The Whirlpool, the General Electric, those good name brands. They got like a good solid reputation. But yeah, hey, those are lessons learned, and some lessons aren't free. But you certainly got a good amount of variety going on in your tent, and I love that. Yeah,
But wait, there's more.
There's more. I knew it.
Oh yeah.
Everyone's running the same genetics, and me and Chad Westport both broke open the pack of Electric Elegance, the garlic meat breath saute.
Oh, cool.
I got 7 of them here, and this one, this one, and this one all have weird, like, they almost look like fern leaves, where it's like the 3-leaf, where it's more.
Ah, that's cool though.
Oh, yeah.
It looks like a duck's foot, kind of.
Yeah.
They were the
Clip shape.
weirdest looking plants. I just chopped everything back in this one and just did a cut back and topped a couple and trying to get some more growth to get them up. And
Is them feminized?
no, these are regs. The $2 are regs. What else? Oh, I did miss one of my regulars that came up. This one's Mr. Toad's Roberts Creek Congo times space cheese. The smell on this one, it's incredible. I only got one out of this. I think it was 1 out of the 5 I had was female, but the smells on the Roberts Creek Congo are really good.
That's awesome.
Love the varieties, man.
I know. I love the variety.
And then this one is, I did that project last year with seed breeding. This was the largest seed I found. It was like a super size. So I was like, I got to pop this and just see if it's a female. If it's a female, I'm going to see what it tastes like.
Well, I hope it's a female then.
I was going to say, I'm rooting for that female.
Me too.
What do I see going on? What are you doing in flower here for nutrients? I see pure worm castings there. Are you top dressing them, and how often?
Well, I did mess up where are we here? I messed up the Roswell cookies because I didn't hit it with flip, and it was so green, and then all of a sudden one day it just got spots and turned yellow. I hit it with some phosphorus, some 484, but I'm actually just mainly on the back guano, the down to earth,
Gotcha.
and then what else?
Hey, you got a cool. He got an apron. That's
That's
cool. It's
cool.
like a garden apron, man.
I
Keep
like
your
it.
clothes nice and shit. It always stays in the garden. You put your scissors in that, man.
Oh yeah, I got it from Temu. That Temu thing where everyone's the wife went on and bought. She got me one, and I was like, buy a second one for Philly boy.
Yeah, those are decent, man. I need to get them sleeves so you can dip into the back of the tent without getting your arm hairs all sticky. Or
I
you
like
have to, if you leave your house, man, you freak. You can't take it off, you know? Get in the shower and it still smell. You got arm hairs stuck. Those little sleeves are looking cool. I like that vest. Can you put your scissors in there when you bend over? You can have them sticking right there. Yeah, man, your tent's looking good. Or your space is
Your
looking
room,
good.
yeah, hell yeah.
How much light is that up there?
That's the I got the when I won that prize, I got the Medic
that's
Row
right.
Fold 8.
That's the fold.
Yes.
Yeah, that's right. I remember
That
now.
and that's the only thing in this room. I just did white panels on the walls or foam panel. That's a window there I covered so that way I get better insulation. That's a window I'm covering behind that one that I'm getting better insulation. And then I might insulate that wall so that way it's just like all insulation around, but it stays awesome down here all year. Basement grows are 65 all the time.
Oh, that's nice. That is so awesome.
And then with the light warms up a little bit, and if it's hot outside, I don't know. I can put a fan blowing hot air down and.
Yeah, you're lucky. I'd like to grow in our basement. The problem is the ceilings are low. It's like the lowest house. And but the temperatures all year stay really nice and consistent. Plus the smell, like there would be a lot. We'd have to do a lot, invest a lot of money to be able to do smell it mitigation, filter it out.
Oh yeah. Yep. That's having it consistent, especially in the summer, man. That's cool. Down in the basement like that. You got your breaker box right there. You could just start throwing freaking circuits in there and start lining up the boxes right there on the wall, you know. You could get away. I gotta buy $75 worth of wire to get from the basement to the upstairs. It's 12.2 with the ground, man, and it's like freaking $100 for 50 feet or some crazy shit. Look, he could set his up, boom, boom, boom.
Yeah,
Wire
that's
right
nice.
in there. That's sweet.
It's very nice.
Check you out.
I only got the one socket, and right when we moved in, I hooked up a battery tender for my RV because we got the camper up in the Poconos. And when I was charging the batteries, the bottom socket broke on the only quick one that's right here. So I just have an 8-prong going down. But I really only got the light, a fan, and the humidifier running 24/7. So
yeah.
Or dehumidifier.
Yeah, the dehuey.
That's great, man.
It is nice.
Hey, you went to that event. Did we get to talk to you after that event? I know we talked to you before an event. You were telling everybody, like, if you're there, hit me up. I wanted to ask how it went. And I can't remember if you gave us an update or not.
The Pocono Cannabis Festival is really good. I didn't get to see Dirtman Dan. Supposedly, I have him in pictures right in front of me, and I didn't know he was right in front of me. But me and Philly boy were just standing there smoking J's, and I walked around the crowd right when Mendo Dope came on, and I just handed out free seeds right before they came on to everyone.
That's awesome.
And it was just a good time. We had good food. I handed out, I want to say, a dozen banana nut muffin edibles in the campground and around. Philly traded some bud with some of the vendors there. Like, if you ever go to these festivals, bring your homegrown. The people there have theirs, and like you can trade buds and make it like a farmer's market kind of stuff. It was awesome.
Oh, that's awesome.
That's a dream come true.
Awesome.
For me, man. I've always.
That's nice to know that that's going on in Pennsylvania.
I want to break down a bunch of clones, take them to the farmers market, sell them at a very, very reasonable cost. That way, everybody can have some. You get paid for your time and shit, and you get to go out on Sunday morning and chill and drink coffee and listen to the old dudes.
And you know what? Like, I would love to go to that, to go to one of those. But the Poconos really is like over a 4-hour drive for us, and we would love to take our own weed. And we would be sweating that whole trip. You know what I mean? Like, I would like to take weed with me when I'm traveling long ways, because I get paranoid, I guess.
It's
I
just-
don't want to like be pulled over and, you know.
Yeah, because in our state,
You're going to
collective-
jail.
No,
right?
as soon as they pull you over and find weed, they think that all they have to
DUI.
do is say you're impaired. We're going to get you a blood test. They know it's going to come up. Obviously, you've been smoking or having the last 30 days, and boom, there they go.
Plus, like, you know, if they're state troopers, any amount you have, they can
Yeah.
arrest you.
They're going to be dicks about it. But
They
anyhow,
can.
that's why we
But
don't
that's
want
like that, you know, if we ever do get the balls to just stash it somewhere and
I don't
that
like
would be
driving
fun.
5 or 6 hours with it either. That's tough. And it sucks. I don't even like driving if I go fishing or something 2 miles from the house. I'm thinking that gives them a reason to possibly come back to my house and find our real shit, you know? And so it's just never really worth it. I don't know. Call me paranoid, but that's why
I
we've
think like it
survived
would
for
be
so
easier
long.
to go to like, I don't know, a state that's closer, like New York with just a couple hour drive. At least you'd be safe once you cross the border of, you know.
Yeah, I have a
They
couple
just
relatives in
busted-
Jersey.
They just busted a ton of like non-licensed shops in New York yesterday. Bullshit. They're not paying their $500 license fee, or no, their $500K license fee. Sorry,
Gotcha.
read.
It sucks, man. You know, what are you gonna do? But it would be cool to be able to hook people up. Yeah, you could give away like seeds and you know,
Oh,
to
yeah.
other people, share buds with them, trade seeds, and
Especially like you said, banana nut muffin. Like you could get some really tasty edibles. I'm always down to
there's
eat,
and then I'd like to find the dude
or
that
a
wants-
muffin or whatever you got. I would love to have a chef prepare me food that's got all the.
I want to
concentrates
find
in it.
someone that's going to make hash around here. Someone's going to prop that business up quick, and you can just start taking your stuff to them, give them a cut, and then you ain't got to do all that work, but you still have the opportunity to do hash. You find the right person like Rocinante or
Well, you have,
Weaver
like, a
or
big-
somebody who's making that bubble hash.
Freaking fire.
Yeah, give them all your trim and let them go buck wild. You know, they keep a certain
Yep.
percentage, but that's what I'm looking forward to. Stuff.
That's how they do it over here.
That would be cool to have like little pop-up shops where you could just go and get hashed.
Well, everybody needs a hash pan, John. Mine came by yesterday and did Keith for me, so I did
This
great.
is the hash washing machine. It's not too expensive. You can get the cheaper version, but the Bubble Man,
Yep.
That's what we got.
Yeah. Here we're gonna spotlight you for
We'll
everyone.
put you up there. Mine's been in the closet for a while. It's got dust on it.
Yeah.
Yeah, I got the same one.
it's been 2 years, 2 years since I did this with the Philly boy. Not last winter, the winter before.
We
Hey,
got
that's a day's work, though. You're gonna take 4 or 5 hours to do a good batch.
Yep. Yes, you
It takes a
do.
long time. Yeah, it's a lot of work.
It is a lot of work. It's a lot of work with two people.
It'd be funner if
know.
I could go wait until January afternoon and go out in my backyard and just do it out in the open, you know, freezing cold, everything's ice cold, you know, and
Have your bubble machine on the porch,
Yeah.
fire going where you can warm up hot chocolate.
the whole 9
That would be
yards.
so
Instead of
freaking
trying,
awesome.
we like to put our buckets out in the porch until they get a crusty ice on the top, usually overnight in the winter, you know, and then bring them in, bust that ice off, and you don't need to add much ice when it's that cold. And sometimes it slides out like a bucket shape. You know, there's only half the water left. But it's good. Like it works good.
Planning on using my chiller.
Yeah.
I'm gonna try it. The chiller. It gets down to 32. I'm gonna see how it works.
And that's the bad thing of, well, the thing about making hashes, it does take a while, man. You know,
It is a lot of
a lot
work.
of work, takes a while.
Oh, it's really good, though. I mean,
is.
you know, if you can do it, it's worth it. Absolutely.
The payoff, Art, like you're saying, you get to smoke for how long off of that one day's work, you know?
Yeah, it'll be a while. I mean, I got 4 strains too. I've been saving them up for a while. So,
Yeah, save all summer and wash in the winter, you know?
yeah, couple harvests anyway.
Yeah.
So,
Hell yeah.
but I got some of the Harlequin, so that should be interesting. That's the CBD stuff that helps for pain.
Yeah, I was
So
gonna
we got a
say
little
that.
bit of that. We'll see how that works.
It'd be like hyper blast, or you're getting a headache twice as fast.
I hope so. We'll see. She can use it.
Oh, yeah. I want to make bubble hash into edibles. I don't think that I'll get the chlorophyll taste.
Yeah, you know how you get some of
You
the
know,
bags, some of the bags
like when
come
I-
off a little green and shit, and they know if they're great, huh?
Well, when we're making oil, when we make our oil, it just never tastes good. And someone, I can't remember who gave us that
They said
tip. They told us to make it with bubble hash and decarb and do it with the bubble hash instead, and you won't have that flavor.
I'm down.
Yeah, because that's the kind of oil or the taste that you want to add to the recipe that Seed Person just put up. Those desserts look amazing. And if you're going to make such a nice dessert and you want it really to taste good when you're eating it,
Seed Person
And-
don't fuck around. Man.
no,
He sent
he's
us
good at
his.
making edibles. He made us
look like
cookies
they're
that
in
were
the book.
absolutely delicious.
They look
they
like the ones
tasted
that were in
great.
the book that day. There was like a picture of them, and then he made them, and they looked. I was thinking, like you said, they look like a chef. You get a chef to make it.
Yeah.
Who else
The
is
Gordon
making?
Thank
Ramsay
you.
of
That's very
edibles.
kind. I
Yeah.
got this book for Christmas, and I'm gonna put a link to it in the chat. It's $18 on Amazon, and it's a very great book. It's like small plates, so it's a whole like thing where you can eat different courses and do a tasting, and then by the end of it, you're really high. But it's small
Huh.
amounts and all the edibles. So you have like your main course or your appetizer, main course. Like all these different little things, and then by the end of it, and then it has like all the like a guide to like what you should add, and people that don't want to do edibles can have joints, and you do like a theme and all this shit of how to like do a fancy dinner that gets people stoned.
That's
That
cool.
is really
I'm gonna
cool.
put this book in the chat for anybody that's interested.
Hey, there was a show
Right
called Long Appetit. You ever see it?
No, I don't think so.
Yeah, it seemed like the milligrams were quite low in some of the stuff they served, but it did have it in there. So they would make like a duck with hollandaise sauce or some shit. I don't know, something.
Fancy meals.
But the hollandaise sauce would have like 5 grams per serving. The other one might have 5. Like the whole meal would give you like 25 servings, and then by the time you're done, you might have 60 milligrams in you, which I guess for the novice is good. But I'm thinking, better get them numbers up, man.
Yeah, I swapped out this recipe. I think it says it on the post that I swapped out the butter that they said just use regular butter. I was like, fuck that, I'm putting in a whole thing of can of butter.
Huh.
Hell yeah.
See, they're talking in the chat about making ethanol. I seen he said he bought a temperature controlled distiller, siphon filler, and Spartan Grown used to talk about that.
Yeah, that would be really cool to do.
But I just feel like, I don't know. I don't think I want to smoke that. That ain't nothing against our friends here, because I don't know what it is about it. When you run
You
it
mean
through
using ethanol
or
to?
butane or however the hell they do that shit, it just seems to me like I don't want it after that. I just kind of want it regular. And I don't know. There's no rhyme or reason to it. It's just how I feel. And it's maybe stupid.
I like BHO. BHO is good stuff. If you get all the butane out, that is.
I never
Yeah,
smoked.
I would
Never
definitely
smoked
try. No, not that I recall.
Maybe that's why I don't like it, just because it has the word butane in it and shit.
Yeah. Well, I wouldn't recommend doing it yourself. Just if you got a closed system, they're pretty expensive systems, and they get
Yeah.
a lot of it out. So they don't leave a lot. I wouldn't imagine.
Yeah, for Growly and
thinking we
Spartan
should-
Grown, that stuff's crazy.
Yeah, it's like a sealed thing. Because he was
Yeah.
having a problem with the other old system, it wouldn't seal. And then he bought a new system that was like $4,000 or something. And the old one was like $1,400. I don't know. That was like the difference in price. It was a lot. And he said, this new one is well worth it. It seals perfect every time, whatever that means. And I'm assuming it has to be in a vacuum or something. So it sounds like I'd probably blow us up. But
Yeah, I think that we don't know enough to be doing that kind of stuff. We should be sticking
Yeah.
to bubble hash.
I seen he says his is not for smoking. I see that. I think it was a FICO for making FICO.
Yeah, my ignorance shines through. We've never smoked BHO. So how I even say I don't like it. I think it's just a name.
It's just hash oil to me. Just another kind. Now you can get the shatter kind, you know, that all that stuff. I got it from the dispensary. I don't know about on the street. I haven't had to buy off of the street for forever.
I'll
I
try
wouldn't
it.
know. Yeah.
I'll try that hash in the edibles too.
Yeah, I
That's
want to
good.
do that. I know it's gonna be, you know, a little, it's more work that way, but I think it'll be worth it. Especially like if you wanted to put it in. I think that's the only way I'm gonna like anything I cook with our own edibles, because the way we do it now with the can of butter or the can of butter recipe that we have, it's great stuff. It'll make you feel great, but I don't like the taste at all. I have to put candy flavoring in it for me to even stomach getting it down, because I don't like the taste of that. It tastes like,
Artman will not eat it. Artman will not tolerate any cannabis taste to any edibles. It's not going to
Yeah.
happen. They
yeah,
make her
and
gag. That's it.
it would be different if I'm tasting like terpenes and those flavors, but the chlorophyll,
Tastes like
bio,
swamp.
like the
Tastes like
yeah,
a swamp.
it just tastes like the biomass of the material. I'm getting that flavor, the chlorophyll, like and it's gross to me. But yeah, I think that if we were doing now bubble hash, you know, it smells incredible. There's no like better smell. Some of those terpenes, I think those flavors would come out if I just used that.
There would be no
There
chlorophyll.
wouldn't be any of that chlorophyll. It's already been removed.
We gotta try. I'll try anything.
drugs too is another thing. Like
I've never had hash edibles. I don't know. I don't think you can remove the taste completely, but like if Seed Person can do it, then it's got to be possible.
I'm the chef OMJ indicative.
To do
Yeah.
what?
He was said it's you just have to do it like you can just.
He's talking about using hash instead of flour or can butter, or hash in the can of butter instead of flour.
Yeah.
Some
Oh,
stuff
I've never
blends
done
better
that.
than others.
Got to be strong.
I just use I used to do butter and then I switched to oil.
Well, most people use the shittier bags, like I can't remember what number, like the higher number bags, or it comes out sometimes green. It doesn't have that real nice look to it. So I think they call that like food grade hash, and they just put that in there. So it would still have some green,
but not much.
but they just don't want to smoke it because it ain't the
right.
greatest batch, you know. I don't know. We'll give it a shot.
Yeah.
It's all
Well,
about
hopefully
experimenting and trying to
this
figure it out. Yep.
like you
It's
said,
all fun.
Yep.
you were saying, Collective Mary Jane, you took a break. Now you want to get back into it. And I feel that same way. I feel like we've taken long enough break that we'll need
You're doing the hash. And
yeah,
stuff,
I think I want to save some material and do that.
Yep.
It's fun to have it around.
Yes.
Hey,
Yes.
you guys know the weed nerd. He has that. He recently made like a drying box that folds over and shit. Pretty damn cool. And then he has a system of making dry sift too. And I tell you what, we did some dry sift. Man, is that shit?
Oh yeah.
That dry sift is better than I thought it was gonna. Oh, here, hold
I
on,
like your third world hat.
hold on,
That's
let's
pretty
put something
awesome.
there on the big screen. There
That's
it is. Nice. Yeah, so I think I guess where I was going with that is we tried to do the dry sift and I really liked it too. So I told her I'd like to maybe split it up, do half of or do some of it dry sift and some of it bubble hash. Because man, that dry sift really had some potency to it. Tasted good. And
it tasted great.
there wasn't a whole lot of green, and some of it did get green, didn't it? Some
Yeah.
of it, but I tell you what, that first shit,
The blonde look to it, like
yeah.
like and
So if you haven't tried that out there, I know all you guys here probably tried that, but give that sift a try. It's a
And
little bit less
someone-
labor intensive
Right.
than the bubble hash, and you can still get a real fine product.
And I can't remember who gave me the tip to put parchment paper in the bottom of my trim tray, but I'll never do it without that.
That
I'll
was
never-
weed there too.
Yeah, because it collects it all. It's perfect. It doesn't stick. It's just great. So I always line my tray with parchment paper, and then I'll put my screen over top and my product in there, and then I'll just
Hey, Ross and Nante he bought one of those stainless steel kinds. It has the big stainless steel mixer, the big stainless steel tubes and shit.
Oh,
He
yeah.
bought all that.
Now he uses a paddle. He doesn't have a mixer. He uses a
I thought he
hand
bought
paddle.
the mixer recently.
I don't think he uses a mixer. He's pretty insistent on the paddle.
Maybe it was the other shit he bought. I
Now
don't know.
maybe he did upgrade just lately, but I mean last month ago he was using a paddle, so we'll see.
Isn't
But
it-
he does have that great big stainless steel cold thing with
Yeah.
a spigot on it.
And I was
It's
thinking, like,
huge.
upgrade from my little plastic washer from Costco.
Yeah. Wouldn't take much. I got to be honest. Those things aren't exactly quality.
No, but it's they work for what they are. Mine still has
Yeah.
the fluted tube on it. I
Yeah.
never switched it out.
We're supposed to make all kind of modifications.
Eagle
Never
Gardens
did
is the one. He sent us a video.
to make these changes, and they were great ideas. If you want to do them. It's
The shut off valve and all that.
Yeah.
And it's
Yep. I got a different hose, a shut off valve, and
like
I'm
the
sure he
ball
has a
valve.
jacket. He has a jacket for his too. I'm sure.
yeah.
Yep. He took it out on the inside and made it a lot nicer. And he went through the whole steps on that video. And it's just, I haven't found, like I said, we haven't really used it much since then. Same with the press.
No,
And we're like, we suck.
losers. Man.
I'll never amount to
Yeah.
anything in life.
Mom was right.
Oh, jeez, get out of here. You guys are busy. You got a lot going on. You're losers because you don't use it for us.
Hey, I did dust the press off the other day.
Oh, good.
Well, you are a loser. Jeez, I mean, come on. No, my press screams at me all the time. It wants action. I don't know how you can stop it.
I want to press some of the dry sift
Yeah.
because we never have.
Never
We've
pressed that.
never pressed it. I'm thinking we should press some flour, press some dry sift. And then I'm thinking we shouldn't do that without having all our friends to see. And we should just do that on a show someday.
And I was thinking the other
Some
day,
Wednesday or Sunday, we'll have the press set up and be like, okay, we're just going to be doing this while we hang out with Yin's guys.
I was thinking the other day too that our buds now, I feel, are a much different caliber than they were when we was pressing them before. The last couple times we pressed buds, they weren't all that great, I don't think.
No, and they were buds growing under a high pressure sodium.
I think that was a lot, most of the
Two.
buds.
Not that those weren't good buds because they were awesome, but
Well,
Some
that's
of the
been a
top-
while though, huh?
yeah, it's been a long time since we
Yeah.
pressed before we moved, and we've been here for
We
2.5
might have
years.
pressed some of the Fluence buds, but nothing else.
No,
But
nothing
yeah,
else.
man, it's been a while, and it's just like I want to try a better bud, and I think I was bagging them wrong and shit, man. And I kept getting bust outs. You know what I mean? The
Yeah.
bag kept busting out, putting a bunch of shit.
Right. Blowouts. Right.
Yeah,
Yep.
the blowouts. We're gonna have to tinker with it. I know some of Yin's guys will be able to give us some pointers for like
Nuh-uh.
on the screen. And
They
stuff.
got freaking. They were smart. Or Artman got the pressure gauge. Who else got the pressure?
Oh, that was one thing that, if we could go back and do it again, it would be, I'd have a pressure
We got the
gauge.
6-ton without a pressure gauge, and I think
Quite a bit. It's a lot. It's a lot extra. You'd be surprised, but I think it's worth it.
Oh, but for
Yeah.
sure. It's 50% of the whole thing is knowing your pressure in my eyes. I mean, that's a metric that I want to know, and that's part of who
Yeah.
I am. I need to know.
Yeah,
that.
but you don't have to have it. I mean, Rowdy's been doing it for a long time. He can do it by feel, and he gets a hell of a return. So you can do it if you get used to it, experience.
That's the
But for a
point.
newbie like me, a pressure
Me
gauge
too.
is priceless.
That's us too. Like, it'll take us a long time to practice, but we should put in some work.
I
We
feel
should
like
put
it'd be
in
nice to know
practice.
that once I get to, like, say whatever 100 pounds of pressure, that's my sweet spot. You could hit it every time and then go a little more on some buds, maybe, or a little less, but you know about where your sweet spot is. I don't think I can feel that on there. It's just must be my raw power in my upper body. You know what I mean, Art Man? You pick it up?
You're a brute.
I know. I'm huge, Gary. I'm 34 now. Where's small tubes at? He ain't here. He would get that.
Oh my God.
He's a Seinfeld thing.
Uh,
We're at the top of the hour here, smoking some
oh,
a apple fritter.
Apple fritter is smoking me right now.
It is.
Is
Chip.
Rainbow butter keef in a glass pipe.
Ooh, that
nice.
sounds-
That sounds awesome.
These height hard buds burn like charcoal slow, dude, for real. You can smoke this joint for like 25 minutes, 30 minutes, 2 people. It's crazy. I love it.
Art Man is finally tasting the rainbow.
Oh, yes, I am. And it is wonderful. I
He
must
got
say.
some, he got some what would that be called when you add them all together? Full spectrum FSO or
Yeah,
that,
that'd be it.
Yeah, full spectrum. Right?
I'm not sure. Supposed to be better for you. It's got all the entourage effect. You never
Yeah.
know really how one's
Yes.
gonna play off the other, you know.
Yeah, and I've noticed that in like making edibles that only have one strain versus like 5 strains. It just
They're small dudes.
so much
He
better.
said I'm 42. I'm working out. I'm huge. He gave me a suit, an Armani suit. You
Oh
owe
my
me a
God.
dinner at Mendy's. All right, I'm done.
If I get the soup, is that
Soup is
considered a
soup is a meal.
soup is a all right. What's everybody else smoking on?
Oh yeah, top of the hour shit.
Top of the hour.
Boring over here. I just got a vape pen with some Gary Payton in it right now.
Well, that's not boring. That's pretty good.
Oh, we got
an 88 or the American one sticker on the screen.
we do, and it's
One of those today.
top Bill
I've
special.
been smoking Violet for like
I need
a
that
week or
slab.
2 now. Oh yeah, I got the American one hooked up a whole bag of extras for Philly Boy, so I got him for slaps and some pins and stuff.
Definitely need that slap.
Oh, freaking yeah.
The American one's so cool, man. You know, he's very generous, very generous. I screwed up the giveaway. He had to give away 2 packs. I feel horrible about that. And he's like, no, don't do it.
He's a
So
good grommy.
we
for
got to.
sure.
I want to surprise him with something. I'm working on something. I don't know what it is, but he's just gonna have to accept it because we got the address.
That's how
Those
you
are
do it.
awesome, man.
Hell yeah.
It's funny, you guys got your delivery today. I got mine. I got Stacy, Ophelia, and Godiva.
That's
Oh,
awesome.
We're working through
Oh,
them, man.
yeah.
That Ophelia. What's the cross on Ophelia? You know,
I'm not even sure. Let me check the grow box. I got 2 different seed storages. My old stuff from like the Attitude Seed Bank from 2010, and then my safe upstairs. And all the stuff up in the Attitude Seed Bank's like really old, so I don't even worry about it being stored properly anymore. It's been so many years.
God, I used them once. That was the first one I used. Crazy.
Regs.
Yeah, collecting seeds is its own hobby. And, you know, when we first got into it, I was like, I don't used to tell Smart, I don't get how these people want to have 200 seeds. Like, you can't, like,
we were like, that's years of growing, man.
easy to me. And now I get it. I understand, like, all of these strains that you're so excited to be growing. And it's just,
You know what
Yeah,
else?
but it's great to share, isn't it? Isn't it
Oh, hell
fantastic
yeah,
to
it's
send
great.
out? People are so happy to get them. Some places you can't really get them. They're scared and whatever.
Here we come.
exactly.
Can you-
Exactly.
Can you do that again, collective? There you go.
There you go.
Ophelia's-
Ophelia, the
Oh,
Oh
crossed
God Cheesequake.
That's awesome.
Then the Stacy, the Time Wreck by Blueberry.
Yeah.
Ooh,
Then the
Forward it
Godiva, God Bud times Cheesequake. I might run one of these, or well, I might run like 3 of these and like 3 of these next run because I already have the blueberry going with at least 2. And
Oh,
I'm giving out tons of like clones to like coworkers and stuff. So I'll probably have
Oh,
That
blueberry
is so
times Cheesequake.
freaking cool.
I love
that is cool. Community.
especially in a state that's not friendly, you know, and that's cool to have a group that you can trust, man. Because
I know sometimes I feel like I'm being too paranoid here in Pennsylvania that I don't have to be as scared as I once
I feel like
was.
a hermit.
But You
It's
know,
safer. It is safer.
but
Yeah,
also,
be
you
safe.
feel like I'm keeping myself safe by like really not, but it isn't what it used to be. It is a lot more tolerant here.
Hey,
And half the time, I don't think people realize what's legal and what's not because we've spoken to folks who seem to think that you're allowed to grow it and that they've seen it growing and it's no big deal. And I'm thinking, no, you're wrong. You're dead wrong. I know. I've looked at the laws this week and they haven't changed. But
You know,
no,
you know,
I know. But
absolutely. We know on
I'm
this
thinking-
channel, we know.
yeah, and I'm thinking that someone that like is in a position in their career to be a certain officer, they're gonna know it too. And if they're driving by and you got a plant ground in your yard and that cop drives by knowing that, you're done. You'll have the Action 4 News in your front
Yeah,
lawn.
That's why you got to use the freak show.
Yeah, that's right.
Till
That's-
flower, anyway,
And
you
then,
know.
and then plant little red bulbs or like with fake strawberries or fake berries on it when tomatoes when it gets a little bigger.
yeah,
I will
That's
say that
hilarious.
I
saw
will say
somebody
that like my
like put
grow
clipped
me.
flowers.
No, what were you
Sorry,
saying,
go
Seabird?
ahead.
No, you're good,
No,
man.
go
Fake
ahead.
flowers. That's great.
Fake flowers. That's all. No, go ahead.
That's smart. I will say that like my grow me Philly boy, I played football with his brother. We were like, I've known him since high school. Like our middle school, like we've known each other for years. And then I've been growing in my house for years. And he's like, yeah, I'm doing it too. And I was like, all right. And then he got me to get even better. So definitely get a grow me if it's someone you know and can trust and you for years and won't rat you out. And
right. That's cool. We know Philly Boy, man, and he's a good, well known throughout the community as a solid dude, a good grow me. He's been on here. I always find it funny because I think he has a San Francisco 49ers logo. And I was thinking for someone from Philly, to have the name Philly and San Francisco, it seems very polar opposites. But is that right? Philly Boy has a San Francisco? Am I right?
yeah, he's a Niners fan. I'm a Dallas fan. I was born in Jersey.
Oh, come on, man.
Yes.
Hey,
Cut him off, smart. Beauty.
I was raised in the 80s and Dallas was the best in the 90s. So
Troy Aikman, dude.
Hey, collective, something's happening to your connection. It looks like it's cutting you off. I'm sorry.
Hey, I'm from New England and I'm a Rams fan, so
I support that though. Anyone that doesn't like the cheating New England Patriots, I support.
I hate them.
Oh, this
But if
could
you
get
guys are still
ugly
here in 2 minutes,
fast.
I'm gonna show my garden. I just got a shower before I even go near it. But if not, growers love, and thanks for having me, man.
Hey, thanks
Thank
for
you,
hanging out,
CT,
CT.
for hanging out. It's been
Yes, sir. If you guys are
care.
still around, I'll be in here, but I'm gonna just take a shower.
Always
Yeah.
fun, buddy. Always fun. It's nice to catch up. We'll see you around.
See you then.
Cheers,
bro.
CT.
Cheers, man.
Later.
Take care, guys.
This is CT. Uh-huh.
Cheers, bro. Sorry, I was late to the mute button.
That's all right. He felt some love. He knows it. And it's fun seeing the people please stop in and check and let us know that because his plants are doing good.
Oh yeah.
And he was having some issues. He said he got more consistent with a couple of things and they really responded well. They look really good on Instagram, but the dark period
Yeah.
is always like now, I guess. So it's tougher to show on certain days. Kind of like Art Man. His is only
Yep,
one day.
like mine.
But we'll see Amy on Sunday, I hope.
Oh yeah, she's a foot above my trellis.
Wow.
I kind of
Yeah,
thought
she's-
deeps and
Damn.
support.
Don't you have double trellis?
Yeah, she's a foot above the top one.
Yep. Damn.
Oh
They're
yeah.
pretty close
Yeah.
together,
Well, I
though.
waited. Rowdy warned me, he told me where to top it too, but I topped it 2 nodes higher, and he said he knew that I couldn't do it. He taunted me. Yeah, it was funny. So he said, "I knew you couldn't do it because you got to cut it right out." But anyway, it's really
Right? You're a realist. You have to look at
it's
one.
thriving. What the hell,
It's going to be great, man.
Got another month.
Cheers to the chat, man. Vermonster Grows, Gone to Ghost, Hooley, CT's there now. There's Wheat Nerd hanging out. Still Fast Food Joint, Small Tubes. I wanted to mention about the links in the description down there. Anybody's looking for Canatrol or Photon Tech, Medic Grow Lights, or homegrown cannabis seed company seeds, which we're going to go and show you some of those seeds growing in our autoflower tent here directly. Yeah, check out those links. It'll take you to Grow Sponsor. If you have any sort of I don't know how they say it, a following on Instagram and YouTube and stuff, and you think you might want to test out lights and stuff, click on that link below and submit an application that with Grow Sponsor. They'll send you stuff. You can try it out, make a few videos, and you know,
That can be a lot of fun.
yeah, and you
You
need
know?
to keep the equipment, and they only ask for good, honest reviews, even if it's not.
Even if
good
your
one.
review is a bad one,
Yeah.
you know, just to being honest about your whole experience.
The main thing that I liked about being with Grow Sponsor and Doc was that they have integrity and in that. So if something's screwed up or something works poorly, then it's reported back to them, to the public at large, and that's just how it goes. I mean, that's part of the testing program, right? Is to put it in
Exactly.
real life scenarios,
Yeah.
different people's hands, and run them through. And you're not doing anyone any favors by this reporting, your experience.
No,
So
because like we've had.
you don't get any
we've had-
extra money or nothing.
No.
You know?
In fact, we've had to do that. Like, we got a light to test for a company and the dimmer was all screwed up.
And it was
It wouldn't
expensive
work.
light. It was
It
a
was-
chilled grow craft.
It was very expensive light. Now we had a great experience with that regardless of that dimmer. And we got great numbers out of that tent.
Chilled makes a wonderful
Oh,
light.
man.
I
It was
recommend you
very.
guys go and check out there. We don't have a code for them anymore. I honestly think that their
No,
lights
but
are
man,
great.
their lights are really, I liked it.
But I-
It was nice and it was small. That's what I liked about it. I could pick the whole thing up and carry it around. It had a red tint to the light, had a lot of red diodes.
It was 12% red diodes throughout, and they run 100% all the time. It was a great light, but I think as home growers, flux should be our main our number one focus. Good
Oh, yeah.
full spectrum density light, and you can get the same amount of light in the same spectrum or more for a lot less money and still get longevity from the light. So I can in good conscience tell everybody now to go buy one and use a code and all this, because you can get a better deal, but at the same time, if money's no object, that chilled light's badass, man. I loved it. It ran so smooth. It did have I like the color of it.
I did too.
It grew some of the biggest plants we had grown in this house yet. And it very performed well, but it's very expensive. They pretty much go and take a light and they figure if expense is no problem, they use Samsung diodes. They put 1,500 diodes in a 300-watt light, which is pretty damn good. And yeah, so they use expensive equipment. It comes out in the end price, but that's a good light. I know some of our friends use them. They bag them.
Yeah.
But cost per micromole, it's too high. You can do better. That's the truth. Medic Grow and Photon Tech are two of the lights that will do better.
Yeah.
As far as cost per micromole.
That's why they're in our tents
Yep.
right now, right?
Removable bars, much more versatility, better timer or better increments on the dimmers. It's a lot. There's a lot that goes into that.
And that's
But-
one thing I will say for the Photon Tech with the removable bars. They're very easy for a small person or a woman to insert those bars and take them off.
Hey, here's your buddy Philly Boy in the chat right now. Hey, you know
Oh,
what?
cool.
I was proud of that, man. We got chosen out of all the growers to be the people that were allowed to grow the very first plants ever under that chilled Growcraft Ultra X3. It was their prototype hand-built light, was the only one like it, and they sent it out to us before it was even in production so we could showcase it, and it did fantastic.
Yes.
We were so happy with the results. It filled up
Yes.
2 pounds in a tent with 330 watts of light, and it rocked, man. It was it worked so fun, and like I said, that was a great experience, great light, all that shit, but they're very expensive. So I see a couple of people saying they're going to buy one. I would, like I said, if your pockets are deep, you want to, I guess you could say it like this. You can buy a Honda. It'll do great. I think it'll last forever. It'll get you from point A to point B. All you got to do is change the oil in it. Or you can buy a Corvette to get you from that same point A to point B. Pretty much, just pretty reliable. It's going to cost more to kind of have and own it and shit. But if money's no option and you want to be a big baller, then go. And there's nothing wrong with that. But if I had a millionaire, I would do it myself.
Yeah, we got like our best weight at that point on an autoflower. We grew a Granddaddy Purple under it and got 13.9 ounces
Off of one
off
plant.
of one
And
plant.
that's
That wasn't counting like the larf buds.
and then you can,
Nice.
you can check that journal out of cocoa for cannabis. I'd say we're up to about a dozen or 15 journals over there now, and
Yeah.
that's one of them.
Wow.
Look at that.
Seed person, that is looking fabulous. Wow.
All right. See what you got, my friend.
That is
There's still
beautiful.
2 left. This one is making me so nervous right here. These are so dense.
Ooh.
Yeah.
Mm-mm-mm.
I got the fan blowing right on it here. And then I got another little fan down there. And then I got the dehumidifier like in the plants there. So hopefully.
Fight that
I
PM.
like how you like how like it's in there. That's all you can do is check out, make sure there's parameters or
It's like Prego. It's in there.
hell yeah.
Yeah, so
Well, you do what you
that's,
can, man.
and then because I had to take down the green crack, it was pretty much ready anyways. So I took it down like maybe 2 days early, 3 days early, and I moved everything around. So I put the herbs now is in the little tent, and then the male is back here because I had to keep it on 12/12 because it was already like 10 days into it.
Oh yeah.
Right.
So I'm just watching it. I think I'll be able to time it out properly, but I also have one more 2x2 if I need it. I could set it up somewhere.
And how long do those
Some
flowers
attention.
take? You knucklehead.
I
How
don't know,
long you got on
man.
the
This is my
flowers?
first time.
Okay.
It's probably been about 14 days, something like that, since 12/12.
Oh shit.
No, I meant the flowers.
On
The
these
ones you
here?
got flowering. Yeah, how long you got
These
left?
are probably day 50 around there in flower.
You playing a fine game there with those flowers and the males and everything all into
Dude, it's not by choice, it's by necessity. And I wish I didn't have to do it this way, but
Get life
is
on
what
the
it
air.
is.
I love it.
yeah.
Danger.
And then
Get on the
They are
this
floor.
flowering
plant.
good though. The males are flowering good. They finally woke
Yeah.
up.
Yeah, finally it's got some buds forming in there.
Now, for those who might not have been here earlier, you lost a plant. Rest in peace as I crossed myself. You want to tell them what happened to it? And he froze. Look, he didn't want to talk about it.
He lost 2 plants. He got rid of 2. It was a mold problem.
He cut us
Bad.
off. He's like,
There you guys are. Sorry, I lost you. I lost you when I stuck
Yeah,
my
you
phone down.
did. Very
Back, though.
convenient timing.
It was the one that was in this spot here was the Alien OG, and I opened the tent up, and like I got home from work and I opened it up and I immediately like noticed it and I was like, that's not right. And then I looked closer and it was in all the buds pretty much, like at the top. So yeah, it was pretty disappointing, but life goes on. And I got all these ready. I need more room because this shit's ready to go.
You got all
Yeah, I've
kinds
had it.
littlest
So
auto
back here, this is the platinum float, which I need to water. I haven't been down here yet to water yet, but I'm gonna do that right after I turn my video off. But this is the platinum float that I trained out, and it just got super bushy. So I'm gonna probably tie it down again and maybe top it one more time all over the place. And then it's gonna go in this tent and just one plant in there, and I'll put it in a bigger pot. And we got
Sounds
some
like a
autos
plan.
here. Yeah, I hope so. I don't know. The timing is very delicate on this whole situation.
Yep.
But
Juggling,
yeah, these
aren't
two
you?
autos are going. This one is going to be my my reversed plant right here because this one's only got like, if you can see these, the branches are really small, thin ones. I'm gonna do one of these down here with the reversal spray. And pretty soon, because it's already got some pistils showing, so I'll probably start that tomorrow. And hopefully get some male pollen or some female pollen and put it on this one and make some feminized autos.
What spray do you use?
So I got this stuff on Amazon.
Is it the one spray wonder?
No, it's called the Doctor's Own Feminized Spray, or the Doctor's Own Feminized Seed. And it was kind of expensive, but it just says
is it the STS shit? Silver.
it says a natural mineral extract. But yeah, that's what STS is. So this
Hey,
might
how
be
much
colloidal
time-
silver.
How much time?
What's that?
How many times you spray it on the plant before it works?
So it says isolate one branch that you wish to treat, protect the rest of the plant from any overspray. Spray 3 to 4 mists on chosen branch for 14 to 21 days consecutively. Continue growing plant until pollen sacs appear. Carefully dust the rest of the female flowers. Continue growing until seeds are mature, and then harvest and store them for future use.
Check you out, dude. I love seed
So-
person. You're always into some cool ass shit, dude.
I know.
Thank you. Thank you.
Always got upside down clones, little autos, dudes.
Oh
growing.
yeah, I took down the upside down clone.
Oh yeah.
I took that one down because it was in there too. So
That's right.
it's in the dryer as well.
Nice. That'll be interesting.
Oh, yeah.
So
Uh,
there's the little auto.
I love the little auto, man.
It needs water.
It does. It looks dry as a popcorn fart.
Yep.
Might be the winner of the smallest auto.
I didn't actually enter because I started it a little bit too early, I think. But this is for the next time there's
Those keep
that contest.
I don't know how little
I
that was.
know.
Atticus. Atticus.
Wild.
So those are pretty sweet.
Those are so cool looking. Like they do look like tomato plants to me. Like if they were in someone's garden, I wouldn't even think twice. Seriously.
Right. There's that
there's
runt
the
one is
American
still
one.
going though. What's up?
I was gonna say the American one's ears must have been ringing because Collective Mary Jane was showing us plants. We were all talking about the different strains and shit. that
Oh
we had.
yeah.
Everybody got their packages today, and
Thank you, the American one. We're so excited.
there's his parlay. It's coming around. Wasn't it going
Yeah.
slow?
It's already looking a little bit hungry, it's in the same as this one here and that one. So, but I'll probably give it some CalMag water, just a little bit
Right on.
to start it off, get a little EC going in there.
The kid got
Here's
a
my-
lot on.
This is basil. It's spicy saber basil.
Awesome. That is awesome.
Basil.
Does it smell yet? Can you get like a fragrance from it?
I can't. picture
Yeah, it smells like basil, like really strong.
That's
Yeah.
nice. That smell.
It's got like the curly leaf.
I don't know that smell, man. I can't picture basil. smell.
Oh, we got to get some. I want to put a nerve garden in.
You ever had pesto?
Yeah. Yeah.
That's what it's basil and
Basil.
oil, like minced basil.
I don't think I ever had that. Is it a white sauce?
No,
I
it's
don't
green.
like sauce.
Oh, it's green. It's
Oh, okay.
Yeah.
I don't think I ever had that. Hey, there's Scrubs and Shrubs. How you living?
What's up,
I'm good,
Scrubs?
brother. How are you?
We'll be over in a minute, man. What?
Hey, Scrubs, what's up, buddy?
How are you, Art Man?
You done?
Great.
Oh yeah, that was all I had.
Are you sure? What was you gonna show? You couldn't show us the buds, huh?
Yeah, I can if you'd like.
You mean?
The-
I mean the
off
buds.
Yeah, we can look at the herbs now real quick if you want.
yeah.
okay.
Upside down. Like
Shit,
the-
he tried to sneak out on us. You gotta say
Thank
that,
you.
dude.
That's awesome.
How you gonna do me? How I'm gonna look, bro? How I'm gonna look?
That is
So
so
just 21 and a half hours to go.
nice. That is nice, man.
Which level is the upside down girl? That one?
The bottom.
She came first, huh?
That's
Okay.
awesome.
Yeah, not much. It all shrank up a little bit, but let me grab one of these.
But still,
It's
man.
very, so I did a rough,
that's like
very rough trim on it.
That's all right.
still really nice buds, and that's from start to finish. You see it right here
On this
on
show.
the Smart Poker
Yeah.
YouTube channel. Thank you so much for letting us share your experience, person. That is freaking awesome.
This is the everybody channel, man.
It
We get to
is.
see- we get to see everybody's grow from beginning to end, from time over and over again. We've been doing this for a little while now, and it's
Right.
pretty cool. Look at them; them look pretty damn good.
They do.
Once you clean them up a little bit more, they look really hard.
Yeah, so I'm gonna get one of those trim bends and try and make some dry sift. Just like rub all the trim around and shit, or trim bend
Yeah, I
hash or
know, I
whatever we
know
call
dry
it,
sift.
you know?
We
So you
ain't
guys
never-
got me on the hash thing now. I'm gonna try it.
Oh yeah.
we never had the dry sift before we done it ourselves. Like, you know what I mean?
Yeah.
I was blown away, but I just didn't think it was gonna be that
That
good.
good.
And I don't know why, but I was like, holy shit, man.
Very
It was-
nice.
It was like just straight terps in your throat, dude. It was like as
Very
good
nice.
as bubble hash in some cases there. Some of the later shit, I think, I don't know what it was. It seemed a little greener. Maybe it was over agitated or something, too dry. I don't know what I did, but the second batch was nowhere near as good as the first. Or the first shit to come off. Like, remember that?
Yeah,
shit
the
we scraped
first
off?
stuff was, I kept it separate. It's really nice. But even like the lowest of the grade, in our opinion, it was still good stuff.
Yeah.
So, but scrubs and shrubs. I was wondering if we could get a look at that Amy Aces. Are you around your plants, or?
Yeah, I'm getting ready to walk back outside. Actually, I was going to tell seed person those. I guess both of those seeds that I sent you, the parlay and the silver pearl. The silver pearl is very, very hungry. A buddy of mine said he tried to kill it, like just burn it, and said it was a struggle.
Okay,
He said
that's good to know.
It's a very heavy feeder.
See,
All right, I'll keep that in mind. Yeah, because it was
Challenge
looking a little bit light.
Happened. Oh, there it goes.
Oh yeah. There we go. We're gonna get you up on the spotlight.
First-hand feedback of a strain like that's unparalleled information, man.
Exactly.
Oh yeah.
Oh yeah.
Oh, this is Jack's Velvet Punch.
Looks finer than frog hair, my friend.
Beautiful, beautiful job.
Yeah, I trained some of the branches around to the front to keep it off the building.
What is that? Like 4 foot tall now?
Probably. Yeah.
At least, huh? 4.5 maybe.
Well, these are 4 foot tall.
Oh,
Oh yeah.
you'll be looking up at them soon. Look at that.
Oh,
She's getting a hell of a stem on her.
Oh yeah.
Dick.
That's
but
what
of course the giant leaves.
oh yeah. And this was sex tested, so you know it's a girl.
Yep.
That's important for the people. They're probably thinking that's a reg. I hope it turns, but that was smart.
Yeah, well, that's what happened with Spartans. I didn't sex test them, and I ended up with males. And then
Hey, I just want to say that it shouldn't be scrubbed shrubs anymore. It should be scrubbed trees.
Yeah,
Yeah.
I agree.
It was a buddy of mine I worked with. When he saw how tall they were last year, he was like, "You're gonna have to call it scrub shrubs."
Ah,
It
dude,
was kind of stuck.
this is the Mendocino 2021 here from, is that right?
No, this is that silver pearl.
Oh, okay.
Okay.
Girl. Got a hell of an Coca-Cola ripping on it, don't it? You didn't.
Yeah.
Which
It's long and lanky. Oh.
Beautiful.
now you grew outdoors now a few times. This might sound like a dumb question, but it's probably not good to top your plants outside, huh? It almost gives point and shit. You don't really watch it.
It's kind of a preference thing. Last year, last year, a buddy of mine, he not only topped it, but then topped all the branches, and you end up with a lot more colas, just not those great big long ones.
Yeah,
And that big center one.
yeah, and I wonder, 'cause I guess a lot of times I feel like we top them, so we get obviously better use of our light. But at the same time, when you're outdoors, you got the sun moving across the sky and shit. They're going to get big, obviously. So I don't feel like there's really a reason to top. You know what I mean?
There's
Hey,
the Santa
Exotic.
Monica Golds.
I wanted to tell CT, I see that he rejoined us and that he's trying to show his tent. If you can hang out for just a couple minutes. CT.
Absolutely, bro. Take your time. I'm still seeing
Right
him for
on.
the first time today myself.
I knew Scrubs was cutting through the house and he shut his camera off for a second, but we're back here now. What's up? Those look perfect.
Yes,
man.
they do.
And these three are the Santa Marnas. And then that's actually one of my parlays that I'm running. And these are
Nice.
all Spartans. I gotta order some sex tests. I'm running behind.
Yeah,
And I think this one's that unicorn runts piss.
Oh, I remember.
Oh,
that.
yeah.
Yeah, you're ready for sex test on. Pretty soon you'll be able to take a climb and go to the flower tent.
Yeah.
Test it that way.
What was in here? Yeah, this is the black sugar. That's I guess the mother's one of the silver pearl S1s, and then one of Jack's velvet punches.
Really cool. You got some good variety yourself there, indoor, outdoor.
Yep.
Now maybe I'm remembering wrong. Didn't you have some bugs not long ago in one of these tents, or am I remembering totally wrong?
Yeah, I got that one tent I closed down for spider mites.
Spider mites, that's right.
I ended up, I sprayed it good and did everything, cleaned it with bleach, but then a buddy of mine told me just to cut the light off, and for like a week I ran a heater on low in there just so it stayed really hot. And he said if there was anything left, they're gonna ruin.
Yeah.
Because they don't like it when it's hot.
Right. Well, I hope it
plus you take all the vegetation away.
Obviously, you haven't found any in any other tents or are not outside on the outside plants or nothing, right?
No, I try to, like I say, I'll do a quick kind of pass by, but I work outside and stuff too, so I try to wait to mess with anything.
Well, I'm glad that it didn't spread and you was able to isolate it and kind of try to work your way through that.
Caught it quick.
Oh yeah.
Is that all you had to show on your screen there, Scrub?
Yep, go ahead, man. I was just going to hang out, and I just got the kids to bed, and
nice.
Time for smoke for them.
Yeah,
we're lucky that you got to show us the plants. It's always a pleasure seeing your garden.
Oh man,
and seeing those outdoor grows. That's freaking awesome.
Last year you broke my heart, bro, with that mold and trying to dip them. And, I mean, if it was.
Oh yeah, I was going to say, welcome to the club, seed person.
Happens to.
Thank you. I was thinking about doing a wash on these remaining plants. I actually thought about sending you a message and like, what did you use in your wash? But I think we're okay. So I don't know. Yeah, I'll let you know.
Heck yeah, it sucks, man.
What did you use in your wash? Now that
peroxide and baking soda.
Yeah, I remember that. It was peroxide and baking soda.
And somebody else brought up there's one, I think you use lemon juice.
Lemon juice, that's right.
Citric
they did.
acid.
Because I remember that when you were showing those plants, someone did recommend the lemon juice.
And we should note also have, and someone can go back about a year ago from, I guess it would have been this past harvest, October, but they can see you getting clean water afterwards and then hung them up, right? To kind of
Yeah, and
rinse-
it's a little more nasty than you would imagine.
Yeah, that sucks. Hey, CT, I wanted to let you know that you're up on the big screen, and
There you go. Look, your garden is
Dude, you're
absolutely
ripping,
stunning.
bro. You haven't had.
Man,
You doesn't look like you had any issues at all.
exactly.
She's running away from me, but I tried to get them all like this one.
Hey, look at you swimming in your abilities, man. Go for it.
That's beautiful, man.
Yeah, that she's a runaway too. She's been like that her whole life, but she's all right. And then this was that one that got really affected right here, but so far so good. She seems to be bouncing back from it. But
Great
yeah,
to
she went
see.
through hell this one right here.
I think they're going to do great, man. They look like that's a nice even canopy, good training, filled out the space well. And
That was Mrs. CT. I'll shout her out. She did all that right there.
Oh yeah.
That was
You're
her training,
awesome,
man.
bro.
She killed that training. But here's the sticky dicky, like watch how far behind she is.
Oh shit!
Still gonna be a really nice producer, man. Still gonna be nice.
Remember I popped her head off on accident?
Yeah.
Look at that, man. It's doing great
Still.
for you.
She's still
You were doing amazing.
Oh man, that's sticky dicky.
Oh, yeah.
yes, I'm hoping they shoot up soon, but they're starting to. But hey, I appreciate you guys letting me show it off, and thank you guys for the show. Because it's always good to have like-minded people around to talk to, show your plans to, and everybody has the same interest.
Hell yeah. And it's one of those nice, man. Like we were talking about somebody and they showed up. Now I see Ross and Ante. We were doing it with Tao. He showed up. We talked about Philly Boy and he showed up. And then we talked about Ross and Ante making
Can you unlock me?
that sweet looking crash. And boom, it ended up he shows up. So it's
Yeah.
like here we go. Hold
It's
on. Let me put you
nice.
back on here. Spotlight you. Oh, I see that. That's cool, man. It's
Got it rigged up to go into there. Got another inline filler fan there to go blow that in there because of this thing right here. That's out of tons of heat. So to keep that bad boy down with the humidity, it's hard, man. But yeah, this thing, I ghetto rigged this thing right here. And it seems to be doing its job.
Yeah, man.
We'll
It looks
see.
like it's working.
Yeah, I definitely need the American one slab so I can put it on the wall of fame or the AC of fame.
Nice.
And yours too. You got some smart. Oh, I started using this to just keep my flower in it and see. Man,
check them
what a
out.
difference.
Oh,
What
hell
a
yeah.
difference. Yeah, I could hit the light.
No, I don't have no stickers, man. We don't really sell nothing. Right?
No, yeah, we don't.
I'll just take your Instagram logo. I'll make a sticker.
Yeah,
You'll just see it there one day. Like, what the heck?
we should
How do you
make.
get that?
Hey, I get a million emails on Instagram, or I get a million messages on Instagram. Someone asks me if I need stickers, logos, website. So I know there's no shortage of people ready to go. I know half of them are scammed. Look, he's using his.
Oh,
connection.
hell yeah. That is so freaking cool.
Nice, man. What a good way to store your
I
bucks.
can't wait till you
And
get
I'll tell you what, these are so like they just bounce right back. So yeah, it's amazing to store your buds in for sure. I can't wait to harvest in it. I just put it in these bags and leave them open like that. Seems to be doing good so far. So.
Good deal, man. I can't.
But
like,
yeah, if you guys want a Canicho, I bought it just for Smart, honestly, because all his good talk about the thing, and I can't
It's
wait to
game
try and
changer.
harvest in it.
You know, I mean,
I can't wait, man.
yeah, you
Can't
don't
wait.
ever have to worry about, like, you can set it, forget it. It really is like that. Go away on vacation, not worried about your parameters and what your dry situation is. I like that convenience.
Scrub got his dog.
I like that cover
Look at
that you got.
Yeah, I like that one.
Those are nice.
Hey, Weed Nerd has one. Puffy D has one. We've had
We have a lot of
we've
our
got
friends
probably 20
have them.
different friends or so that
And-
have them.
CT.
I will say you can definitely tell a difference when it's done. Like
Uh-huh.
It's a little more textured. Like it almost needs, like if you let it sit out on your rolling tray just for like 5 minutes and air dry a little bit, it's like the perfect break.
Yep,
Yep.
I agree. It puts it at like probably 58% or so, man. And I think that's
Something,
about,
yeah. And it almost feels like it's too wet when you take it out, but you let it sit on the tray for a minute, or after you grind it up and let it sit, so it rolls perfect.
I will say,
nice.
if you leave it in there for like 30, 40 days, it does start coming out like how I like it. Perfect. But I know what you mean. That first, 10 to 20 day mark, it does. I do the same thing, Scrubs. I'll actually take out a big fat bud, roll a joint off of it, leave it sit there, come back a little bit later and just keep pucking off of it, and maybe even set a powwow, a little powwow and smoke them off. Cause I like mine a little drier too.
Yeah.
Oh, yeah.
But boy, when you bust them open, the whole room stinks
Oh, my
like
goodness. It's
straight dank,
crazy. It's amazing how the smells after you break one of those buds open.
I'm sure seed person gets a lot of that because I've heard nothing but good things about the My Herbs Now dryer, and people say the same deal. When you give it some time, after a few days, after it comes out, it's decent, but it still needs time. And then when you break them open, man, it's like,
I got to tell you, CT, we got our canatrol and had to wait because our plants were still running. Like we didn't have anything to go in the canatrol. Our plants were still growing in the tent. And we had to wait for them to fully mature. And that, I swear, was the longest grow.
It was a month
until we could use it. It took forever. But we got to see our good buddy Weidner DWC using it and and then he gave us that great review, which really, we didn't have we've only had but a couple reviews, and what we read from the website when we first got ours, there weren't a whole lot of people that we could talk to of, hey, do you have this machine? And
we were
how
the first ones that I knew.
And
I didn't know anybody else that had one. I just knew that it was a product that was out there. And then we ordered ours. I think we ordered his like the same day. Or the next day.
He had his stuff was ready to come down. He got to use it.
He got to use his and smoke off of it. He was telling us about it. I'm thinking, damn, I can't wait. And then a couple other people started buying one.
Yeah.
18 karat.
Yeah.
A couple other people. And then before you know it, it was like, man, and it is. It's and I see people, Dave Martin's in the chat saying, what does the refrigerator do? A lot of people have asked that question, and it does sound like it would, but it's different. It has moisture, it removes moisture, and it comes out the back of the machine. It has, it's a totally different thing. There's a dry bulb in it and shit. It's a lot different than what it looks like. It's just the shell of a refrigerator. It's actually controls the dew point more than relative humidity and some other things. And I'll have to send you a video and you can check it out, the physics behind it.
Yeah. And what I do want to say that our good buddy XYZ Vector, Andrew Dollins, is actually wanted to modify a mini fridge and is getting the canatrol and is going to do that side by side.
He has a mode now.
Yeah, he has done those modifications.
He's a wizard at that.
Yeah, he's an automation wizard. Yeah, that's a good way.
What did we have issues of drying before the canatrol? Yeah, we would harvest buds and hang them in our drying closet, get about 5 days in, and then all of a sudden we'd go to work, and it would rain all day, come home, and there'd be 70% humidity in there, and the buds would just smell like hay and stay like that. And the day before that, they were on track to be killer. And it's like, we've ruined.
Yeah, we've ruined.
We could never control the space. We couldn't control the smell. And it was just,
enough of that. It was like, I don't care what the cost at that point. I just wanted to try this. Our good buddy, Chef OMJ, knew we were having trouble, and we were in the chat room over at Cocoa for Cannabis. And he was like, hey, you guys have all this trouble. Here's this machine I just found. And I was like, wow, I gotta get me one.
I'll say this too. There's people out there that are really good at drying and curing, have a dedicated space, been doing it forever, and always like to conclude this. That's not the people that they need to sell this to. They have their shit down pat. And
We're the lucky ones. We're not.
if you know us, you know we're not scumbags and just going to tell people to buy something just for the sake of buying it. You know, if I put my heart and soul into that.
Yeah,
This
ours.
we have
Great results, and our
Great
friends do too.
but
I haven't
anyhow,
heard any bad reviews about that thing yet.
yep.
So
Yep.
that's a good thing too.
But anyhow, moving on from that, it's Q2. I wanted to show them the auto flowers plant.
Yeah. Go ahead in there and I'll spotlight you, let you in.
Let me put my face on.
Go put your face on. He can show you inside the Spring Auto Flower Challenge tent. We're growing the Sticky Dickies. Whoop,
I
whoop.
bet you that thing's huge now.
And we're also growing the Crystal Pinkman, and they're not doing too bad either. I have to do an update to my journal. I haven't updated it. It's been a long time. It's been more than 2 weeks. But
Sounds weird talking about another man's dicky being big now, but yeah, I bet you those things are big.
I'm telling you, your Sticky Dicky is not looking bad at all. CT.
I think she's just like behind a little bit. That's all. But I don't think she stunted herself.
No,
I
don't
think she's just behind.
Yeah, she doesn't look stunted at all. She's beautiful and looks like she's on track to give you a nice twist.
Yeah,
You'll be happy when your Sticky Dicky comes out of your canitrol.
Oh yeah, I can't wait to try that thing for harvesting. I just put all my buds in there that I harvested last time. But you could already tell the difference. It's only been in there for 5 days, and you could tell the difference already.
It's a great way to store your bud.
Oh, it is.
If you don't have anything to go into it, and why put your buds in jars?
Right. You might as well put them in there in bags and just let it do its thing.
Right. Exactly.
Oh, yeah.
Yeah. I don't know what's taking
putting his face on.
Pardon me. What was that? CT?
I said he's got to put that face on.
Oh yeah, he is.
There he is. Ding dong.
Waits for him to get his. There we go. Okay. Put him on the spotlight. Oh wait, wrong one. Oops. There we go. Can you turn your phone sideways? There we go.
Looking good, man.
Can you hear me?
Oh.
Hey, can you guys hear me?
Yeah.
Yeah.
Nice.
I only
Looking
got
good,
a
man.
for some reason, man. I don't know what's wrong with my screen. It won't get big. It's just on a half a screen here. Huh. It's asking me about filters and
Think
background.
he's too big, brother.
Hey, check it
It
out,
looks
man.
good though. It looks good, Smart, on this end.
Yeah, it looks really good. Wow. Yeah, they look beautiful, man.
We took a lot of leaves and stuff out of
I
that.
was gonna say, you still got a lot of leaves though.
Yeah.
But
That one back there,
wow.
the stems are all streaked up. It's not doing so great.
I was gonna say, why is she so pouty, huh?
We didn't do anything to her. She was a sickly girl from the start, the Crystal Pinkman, and so we didn't top her or anything.
Or
We didn't want to do
Be a
that.
nice Christmas tree.
Yeah.
Those are looking good, man. 60% too, huh?
Oh yeah.
That's that medic grow, huh?
Yes, the Medicro Smart 8.
Yeah. I heard the new ones are better than the older ones because the screen's actually turned off now, I guess.
Yeah, Smart. Weren't there problems with one of the models? They had to do something.
Screen wouldn't turn off, I guess. But that's good that they got it fixed. They listen to the community, and that's what I love about companies. Some of them that do listen. I think Smart's on top, but I can't hear it.
Yeah, I keep gonna come back over. I don't know what happened,
Lost connection.
but at least you got to see the sticky dickies.
Those are beautiful. They're getting big, huh? Yeah.
Yeah, yeah, they're getting big.
When's the cutoff date? Do you know? Does
I'm
anybody
gonna have to
know?
wait for Smart to get over here. Do you, any of you remember the date? It's coming up actually. The date for the biggest, or the side challenge, the biggest autoflower. Do you know the date? Can you remember the date, that the cutoff date for the side challenge? And when it,
I should probably know, huh?
well, yeah, I don't know. So sorry.
I'm a horrible.
I don't even know where my notes are.
I caught me off guard. I have to think about it here. Let me see. We started at 4:20. I can't remember. That's just one of the questions I don't know. What else? You guys got to see the tent, huh?
June 15th.
I couldn't hear
no,
shit
it's
over there,
not.
man. Nothing. I got everything's on so loud.
Oh, okay, yeah, that's why you weren't,
I couldn't hear, and then only half the screen was on. It kept something happened. And when I turned it sideways, they asked me if I wanted to do filters and all this. I couldn't get it to go away. It just kept taking me back to this screen. I don't know. Kind of fucked up.
I'm sorry. Hey, we did get to see the sticky dickies, and next week or Sunday, you'll get to see them on Sunday.
Yeah.
Yeah.
We still got a ways to go on them. Let's
Oh,
see.
yeah.
We're only what, 3 weeks into since we saw flowers. I think it was like May 20th they started the flowers. So we got about 6 days to be 30 days in. So there's quite a few weeks left yet for
Yeah, but that's
to get their swole on.
that date. I'm not sure. I can't remember what the date is of the cutoff, but I know that we're getting together tomorrow to discuss like how we're going to go about
I didn't even know there was a meeting tomorrow.
picking.
Yep.
Getting like how we're gonna go about doing all that, getting the
It's a collaborative
yeah,
effort.
like how they're going to be submitted. The
Make sure everybody
submissions.
goes and checks out the
Yeah.
Grower Love giveaway. Put the Grower Love giveaway. There's seeds and air pots. It's like a set of air pots. It doesn't cost anything to get into the Grower Love giveaway. It's just you sign up for the newsletter and that gets you in. And then if there'll be other things on there, it'll say if you follow Smart Poker on YouTube, you'll get 2 entries into the giveaway. And then by the end of the month, if you keep coming back every week and checking and doing the things that it asks, and it's not invasive or anything, you can get like hundreds of entrants into this giveaway. So anyhow, I wanted to say Scrubs and Shrubs is saying his goodbyes right now. Scrubs, you can tell everyone goodbye, man.
Yeah, if you want to let everybody know, we can start to do that.
Oh, I didn't have to. Just Shrubs on Instagram, and I'm usually here, and a couple other shows.
Yeah, man.
But yeah, I got a 3 a.m. wake up call. So
Sweet dreams.
yeah.
And it was awesome to see your gardens,
Yep.
your beautiful
Oh,
gardens.
yeah. Thank y'all for doing this every week.
We appreciate taking time to come on and update us, man. I enjoy seeing them outside grows. It's something I can't do, and I love to look at them. You know?
Hey, it's fun to share it with somebody that has the same enthusiasm. There's
Right
people
on.
that like I've got friends that like to see them, but they don't share the same conversation and enthusiasm with it. So
Right on.
kind of it's nice to have once in a while.
I dig that for sure. Hey, there's martial artists, man. I hope you got to hear our shout out. But yes, so thanks for joining, Scrubs. We'll get you to bed, man. It is early wake up. And I wanted to tell everybody that Art Man also had posted in the chat. He had to sneak out that he would be around possibly in the chat on YouTube. So cheers, Art Man. Hope everything's all right and it was a good thing.
Yeah, it was awesome.
The
It's
cookies
always
were done
awesome.
early.
Yeah, exactly.
And yeah, there's our buddy martial artist. We took a microdose just before the show here, And we were able to explain to everybody about all that, the stuff that we got, and how we're taking it and the effects we had. And like we said before, it's been spot on to what Marshall said it would be.
Oh, yeah. A lot of valuable information. Very grateful for you, my friend, for sure.
Yeah. And then today we get Kyle's stuff, seeds in there. And we were talking about all the stuff we've got and how grateful we was from Chef, and then Seed Person sent us those cookies, and we got a beautiful portrait on the wall and 2 more sitting ready for frames because of our buddy Art, man. And we got, it's just been nice that it's very humbling the outpouring that people send us stuff. Feel like I should,
we're grateful. We're very grateful.
want to
Have
make
such
sure.
a wonderful, loving community. Yin's guys are
It ain't
so
just us.
awesome.
They send them out to everybody. How many times did Tyler give away?
A lot of awesome grownies in this community.
Yeah. Seed Person and sharing stuff, and Collective Mary Jane handed shit out at Poconos and all these other places. And I know Scrubs and Shrubs. He set up all those seeds to give away. Remember, he was packaging them up, and I think Seed Person's growing some of those. He sent some back, and just to see the exchange of shit.
And all the knowledge that's shared, and everybody in this community helping us with our journey and in the garden and in our personal lives. You guys are awesome.
Yeah, listening to me.
We don't say that enough, I don't think, but I hope everyone listening knows how much we appreciate this community.
Yep.
You guys are awesome.
We try to post these to the audio shit, but I often fall behind. Man.
Yeah. But
who else dropped?
Well, CT dropped off. You can find him, CT's Best Exotics, Despicable Dabs. Okay, he's coming. He's coming back in. Good. That's great.
Come say his own goodbyes. We're down to the last 5 minutes, so we'll get into that.
Yeah, we'll get into that. I'm glad you're back, CT, so you can give your own shout out.
We want to make sure.
Well, I wanted to say you guys were great, actually. We thank you for this show because, like I said, it's good to have a place with, like-minded people and be able to talk, express how we feel and let it all out. Like I like the growers chat. That's always fun, and it's always good to have like-minded people around.
They say the rising tide raises all ships, man, and that's what we like to try to create, the rising tide, and we often, I think it was Jack Greenstock that said it, we stand on the shoulder of giants. So this show is one in a long line of many. The people that come before us, before it was legal, you have the Subcools and all these older cats that
paved the way.
That paved the way and had shows before us, and then we would be remiss if we did not mention our buddy Doc MJ and all of our friends from Cocoa for Cannabis, because that's where this all originated from, to kind of spawn this show and to give us that mindset of,
collaborating minds, not growing alone. We're growing our own, but we don't have to do it alone. We're doing it with all of you. Our successes and our failures. You get to see it all.
Yeah.
Our bounce backs. Hopefully, this bounce back. You can, check us out on Sunday for the bounce back. Hopefully we got these plants looking a little better for you.
And it is, and then to have people come on our show that we've looked up to for a long time and hang out with us. It's like, damn, this is cool. That's what the shit about this community is awesome. And so
it's like hanging out with rock stars twice a week.
We wouldn't be anywhere near the growers we are without the people that shared knowledge. And it wasn't always like that. It's been recently people started sharing. And I think that's what Doc tried to say is like the collaboration is the farmer's best tool, because, you find out what's working for other people, what's not working. And we shouldn't be competing, man. It's not a competition. It's about everybody getting medicine. That's the final goal. Everybody gets a medicine to their liking. Clean, good medicine, made at home, cheap, for a good cost, knowing what's on it, more importantly, what's not on it, and, staying sucker free and proud, man. So with that being said, we'll start saying our goodbyes, and we can start with Collective Mary Jane in that beautiful garden. I'll go ahead and post you on the big screen while you say goodbye. You might be muted, buddy. I don't hear anything. I still don't hear you.
I definitely was muted. Just to point out, you can mess up. There's spots on these. I'm not perfect. Never
Right.
think your grow's perfect, but you can get some frosty bitches even if it's fucked up.
Yep.
Hell yeah.
Stay the
Amen
course.
to that for sure.
That's why we grow more than one, right?
Exactly. Get a fucking room full of them.
That's it.
Oh yeah.
Check out Philly Boys Discord if you guys want to like grow along. I joined it and just post pictures all the time of anything genetics you get, plants you got, seeds. If you're doing some mushrooms and stuff like I am lately, I got into that. My golden teachers, I'm hoping come up soon, but at the same time, I got some B pluses, and
Oh, I hope you'll update us, man.
Yeah.
I'm really looking forward to these garlics. I will definitely keep you guys updated on the mushrooms. I went up and looked in the room, and the wife's passed out on the bed. I cannot show anything.
Oh,
That's okay. Maybe next time.
yeah. Hopefully
Right?
you'll come back and update us, man. I want to see some maybe mushrooms. I love seeing that shit too. It's like an outside garden. It's something we don't do. We
Yeah.
want to get into, and I like seeing other people, seeing their experience and failures, success, all that. So we don't have to maybe go
Yeah.
through our stuff. Last Prisoner Project for sure coming up in September.
Yes.
That'll be fun.
Support this, guys. Support this.
Oh yeah. It's a great cause.
Oh yeah, support that.
Yep. Great point, man. We should shout them out more often. I almost feel bad for not doing it because they are on our side. And one of the best things I liked about the Last Prisoner Project is they don't fight for each person individually. They're fighting to change the laws as a whole and release many people at once. And I think that's where you're making success through it, you know.
Oh yeah.
So thanks, collective. Sorry to hold you there.
No, you guys are good. Good to see you guys. Thanks for hosting the most amazing smoke show.
Thank you
Right
so
on,
much.
brother.
We appreciate you, my friend. And next up, we'll let CT give his final shout outs. Let us know where you can find him on Instagram and wherever else you can find him.
I'm CT's Best Exotic Smoke. I just want to thank you guys for the show. Again, like he just said, the best smoke show. And that's it.
Right.
Thank you
Awesome.
guys. Grow is love, man.
Your love, CT.
D person, you're up next, buddy. Thank you so much for always being here. You're awesome.
Showing cool shit.
Showing that upside down clone from beginning to end.
Now he's got the spray out. He's got all kinds of shit going.
This is awesome.
Crossing
Watch.
shit with Art Man. And I like seeing
It's
it.
always an adventure in your garden. I love that you let us share in that.
Yeah, man.
Oh man, you guys make me blush.
Uh,
Thank you for hosting. It's always great to hang out with everybody. I want to give a special shout out to Tony, who is an awesome person that I just met, and I believe they're listening to this. So cheers to you and everybody in chat. Thank you, because that's where the real magic happens. So I'll see y'all next week and grow love.
Grower love.
cheers,
person.
Tony. Whoever
And
Tony
cheers,
is out
Tony.
there.
If you're listening, Tony, we're gonna give you a whoop whoop.
Very love, Tony.
I am Crispy Wannabe. Check me out on Instagram and YouTube, and I'm always hanging out here with Smart Poker. It's awesome. Best friend of mine. I appreciate you so much for doing this. It's so much to hang out, fun to hang out with you and everyone here. Check us out on Sunday and see you next Wednesday.
Hey, I want to tell everybody next Wednesday is our 2-year anniversary
Yep.
of being married. So we may or may not be here that night. I'm not sure, but hopefully everyone will excuse us for that if we aren't. And we'll be out having a good time and enjoying. And C person said something that I have to reiterate real quick, is that's the chat that's where the magic happens, man. And I know a lot of people don't have the opportunity to come on and share their gardens for one reason or the other, but they're always in the chat, putting down good shit and hanging out, being positive. And that's what it's all about. Cheers, everybody in the chat. We love you, and we'll see you next time. You can find me here. Grower love.
Grower love.
Girls love.
Grower
Hi,
love.
Christy and Smart.
Hi, T. Girl love.
Nice to hear
Girls
you.
love.
Hey, you did great training on them plants.
Thank you.
Uh-huh.
Hopefully I'll be here for the next one.
Right on.
Awesome. Look forward to it.
Your husband gave you credit for helping grow them big, beautiful plants.
Nice. He knows.
He said
Yeah.
he
Two
did.
CTs.
Actually,
Take care, guys.